at the Georgia World Congress Center. Family to family and Scana Energy. Community coverage you can count on.
Georgia Power is building 2 nuclear reactors right now. So who should pay if the costs go over their budget? That's what the Georgia Public Service Commission is trying to decide. The company says extra costs from Plant Vogtle should be passed on to customers in the form of higher bills. Critics say Georgia Power profits should be cut. Both sides made their argument today to the PSC. That agency's own study group says Georgia Power's profits should be cut if construction runs $300 million or more over budget.
The PSC staff proposal is a way for the ratepayers not to shoulder the entire cost of any cost overruns.
The PSC is scheduled to vote on that issue next Tuesday.
Gwinnett County.
Who should pay if Georgia Power's 2 nuclear reactors now under construction go over budget? The utility says the extra cost should be passed on to customers in the form of higher bills. Critics say Georgia Power's profits should take the hit. Channel 2's Diana Davis was there today as the Public Service Commission listened to both sides.
Cost overruns have been a huge problem for the nuclear power industry, including right here in Georgia.
Georgia Power's Plant Vogtle already has 2 nuclear reactors. Another 2 now are under construction and expected to go online 6 or 7 years from now. It's a more than $6 billion project. So far, it's on budget and on time. The question the PSC must answer is who will pay and how much if costs go over budget.
I'd like to see more detail, on these expenses.
A report from the PSC's own staff suggests Georgia Power's profit margin should be cut if Vogtle ends up going $300 million or more over budget.
The PSC staff proposal is a way for the ratepayers not to shoulder the entire cost of any cost overruns.
Critics of Georgia Power say the issue is now more important than ever with the nuclear disaster unfolding in Japan. It's possible utilities might now face new, more expensive safety regulations. Georgia Power says its stockholders shouldn't be penalized if it goes over budget for problems that aren't the company's fault.
So there are already a number of steps that are already in place to protect customers for this project. What we disagree with in this proposal is that it would penalize the company for circumstances beyond our control.
Now, Georgia Power customers already had a rate hike the first of this year to help pay for Plant Vogtle. The PSC is scheduled to vote on all of this next Tuesday. Live from the newsroom, Diana Davis, Channel 2 Action News.
Police have charged a driver who slammed into a power pole with
your 5-day forecast and the weekend outlook, too.
And today there's talk about who should pay if Georgia Power's 2 nuclear reactors now under construction go over budget. The company says any extra cost should be passed on to customers, but critics say Georgia Power stockholders should pay their fair share. Channel 2's Diana Davis is live at the Public Service Commission where a hearing just wrapped up. Diana.
Well, Fred, all of the Georgia Power customers, all of us who have a power bill, started paying for the construction costs of Plant Vogtle back at the first of this year. The question now, though, is if the cost, the budget goes over, how much should Georgia Power customers pay and what share should the company pay?
Cost overruns have been a huge problem for the nuclear power industry, including right here in Georgia.
Georgia Power's Plant Vogtle already has 2 nuclear reactors. Another 2 are now under construction. It's a more than $6 billion project. So far, it's on budget and on time. The big question? If costs run a certain amount over, who should pay? A PSC staff report recommends that Georgia Power's profit margin should be cut.
The PSC staff proposal is a way for the ratepayers not to shoulder the entire cost of any cost overruns.
But Georgia Power says its stockholders shouldn't be penalized.
There are already a number of steps that are already in place to protect customers for this project. What we disagree with in this proposal is that it would penalize the company for circumstances beyond our control.
And the PSC takes a vote on this next Tuesday. And we're live from downtown Atlanta. Diana Davis, Channel 2 Action News.
State environmental officials are stressing that even though radiation from Japan was detected in Georgia, we are not at a health risk. We were with officials at the lab Wednesday as test results came back showing